Hello, welcome to another video by LS6 Engines, Tuning, and Marine. In this video, I'm showing a 4.3 liter V6 engine, or block rather. And what I'm about to do is clean this engine in preparation for assembly. The problem is I want to do a thorough cleaning, and I can't do as thorough cleaning as I would like, and I'll explain that now. So this block, when I got it back to the machine shop, was covered in plastic, and it rained on the way home, so when I got home, I took the plastic off and put the block in a covered shed. The shed is, even though it's covered, it has holes and cracks and stuff, and so it's not completely airtight. So in the process of leaving this block stored in a shed for about a week, a dirt dauber had built a nest right in this hole right here. And so I was studying the block and trying to figure out how do I get, well, I've already cleaned the hole out. I turned it upside down and stuck a tool in there, a little green screwdriver type tool, very fine blade, and was able to clean the dirt out, and it fell out by gravity onto the ground. But I wanted to flush it out properly with soap and water through this hole. And when I wanted to flush it, I wanted to blow it out from the back, not in that direction, but coming back this direction. And so in the process of trying to figure that out, I was trying to figure out, okay, I know that this is your front main bearing, and it gets oil from a groove that's cut in the journal, or not the journal, I guess not sure what you call it, the bore where the cam bearing goes. And so behind that cam bearing is a groove that allows oil to flow. Oil flows from either this passage or that passage, I'm not real sure which, into that groove in behind this cam bearing, and then works its way around the cam bearing and then comes through this hole into your main bearing. So I'm trying to figure out where I need to blow water or compressed air in to make it come in that groove and then come out this hole. So in inspecting this block and trying to do that, I looked at the front and noticed that I can't really remove these plugs. These are hammered in plugs, or pressed in plugs, or driven in plugs that you can't really remove easily. If you remove it, you can put another one in, but it's something sealed up. You don't really want to take those out after it's been put in. At least at this stage, you don't. So I then look back here on the back and to see if I can remove these plugs. And so there they are. You can see there's a plug there, and then there's a plug. Whoa, there's not a plug. How about that? So the bottom line of the point of this video is that in the process of trying to figure out how to clean this block, I'm basically doing an inspection. It really wasn't my intent, but I ended up doing an inspection and found out that the machine shop did not put a 1/4-inch threaded plug in the hole right there. And that's the hole I'm talking about right there in my thumb. So had I not caught this engine would never have made oil pressure, because all your oil would come out right out the back of your engine. So I've got to find the plug and put that in with sealant, no problem. But the point I'm making is that this is the first time I've really caught a mistake by my machine shop. And I've never seen them make a machine shop before. So the point I'm making in this video is you need to inspect any work that comes back to the machine shop. Don't just assume or take it for granted that they've done a full proper job. You need to inspect their work, make sure they put everything where they're supposed to. Now, having said that, typically, or not typically, atypically, I can put in the freeze plugs or these core plugs here. There's a core plug here, and there's a couple on the back. You got your cam plugs, your balance shaft plug. All these plugs I can do. I can put them in. I can put in cam bearings. I have the tool to do that. But when I get kind of backed up in my shop and have a lot of engines to build, I go ahead and let the machine shop do it, because it takes the burden off me to do that work. The downside of letting them do that is you get a block back that still needs to be cleaned. You have to clean the shop dust out of it. You have to clean dirt from maybe traveling from the machine shop to home or back to the shop. And in this case, this thing sat in the shed and just collected a little bit of dust and dirt from the air. So it needs to be washed again, or it needs to be washed. And the problem with washing it now is that you have cam bearings in the way. You have these plugs back here. You have plugs up in the front. You have this plug here installed. There's a plug down in there that's installed. So they're really blocking a lot of the passages that you want to, like if you have a rifle cleaning kit, you can take the rifle kit and a bristle brush and run them down through all these holes and clean them out if the plugs weren't there. But once the plugs are in, you can't do that. So like I say, it's a trade-off between efficiency of getting things done in a production environment, of having a machine shop do it for you, but then you got to clean and figure out how to clean it without, or do a thorough cleaning with all these plugs in place. So that's the trade-off, and I've done it my whole life. I've had the machine shops basically put all the plugs and core plugs and freeze plugs and gallery plugs. Those are called gallery plugs. And I had them do that for me. And this is the first time I've really found an engine that's a bit dirtier than normal that needs to be cleaned, and I want to clean it properly. But the bottom line is I'm going to try to find a way, I'm going to try to find the passages in the gallery that I could push or blow pressurized water in there and have water come out these holes here and flush them out this way. So bottom line is you want to inspect your blocks thoroughly. So for a V6 block, you'll have this is your oil bypass relief valve. What it does, if the filter gets clogged up, it lets oil bypass the filter. And you want to do that because that protects your engine. A dirty filter won't necessarily blow up your engine, but no oil at all will blow up the engine. So you want to have a bypass to let the oil go past the filter. There's a plug down in there. I've talked about this in another video, but that plug sends oil from the oil pump over to the filter and then back. So that plug has to be there. Then you have two plugs in the back of the engine. Back here, I've already shown them. There's one right there. That's an oil gallery plug, and that's an oil gallery plug. That one has to be missing. I'm gonna have to put that in. This is your cam plug. That's your balance shaft plug. Those are both installed. It's not hard to clean behind those. That's not a problem. And then let's see, where else is there plugs? Obviously you got your block drain plugs here and here. That's not a big deal because I'll probably be taking these out and putting some kind of a quick drain plug back in there. And of course you got your core plug here, and you notice they're brass because it's a marine engine. You don't use steel there. And again, brass over here. And let's see, I don't think there's any core plugs in the back. No. On the front, no core plugs in the front. You got your two oil gallery plugs up here. We'll make sure those are in. I think that's it for a V6. All right. Last but not least, there's also a plug right here that comes off the side of the your passage from your oil filter, and that's a pressure port to measure your oil pressure coming off your oil filter. I almost forgot about that one. So there are two holes on the top of the block. I'm gonna pause the video, flip it upside down, and show you what those are. Okay, up here on top of this 4.3 V6, you have two holes. You have this hole, that's for your oil pressure sending unit. That's a direct shot to the oil line after the oil filter. And then you have this hole here, and this is a blind hole. There's nothing in there. That's for the that's where the knock sensor on a car or truck is screwed in. So that you don't even have to use that hole at all. You don't have to plug it up. You don't want to. It goes nowhere. So bottom line is inspect the machine shop work. Make sure they put all the plugs in that they were tasked to do. And if they don't, it's not worth sending it back. Just do it yourself. But in preparation for cleaning this block, I found a mistake. And you should always inspect what your machine shop does and make sure it's done right. So thanks for watching. And if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you get more. Thanks for watching.